Going on everybody, Ask John here. In this video, I want to talk about a topic: how free are Chinese, or how free am I? First of all, I want to say that I think I'm freer than most of the Chinese out there. Okay, because I can speak English well. I know I could use a VPN and use all these Western websites like Twitter, YouTube, Google without any problem. Thus, I think I'm freer than most of the Chinese here. Many of the Chinese, they don't know Google. Like last time when I was in the classroom, showing on the screen, searching stuff. Many students, they don't know, oh teacher, what is the GOOLE website? They don't know Google. They're like 12, 13 years old and they probably never heard, because Google has been banned in China since 2008, right? It's a long time. So they don't, most students, most Chinese, they don't know these foreign websites. But I think I'm freer than them. Another thing, freedom of movement. A lot of arguments, a lot of YouTubers, when they argue that China is free, they say like, yes, you can go anywhere you want. I think in most countries, you can go anywhere you want, right? As long as you have the money to afford doing this. And many of the YouTubers, they say that like you can walk safely in the downtown area at very late at midnight without worrying. Yes, I think that is a part of the free. In China, the crime rate is very low, just like only East Asia countries. In Japan, South Korea, it's the same. But compared with the West, yes, the crime rate is very, very low. People, they just mind their own business. They don't care about others. In other words, they don't care about you. They don't hustle you. They also don't care about you. That's it. Another argument they always say is that, oh, in China, you can grab a beer, you can be drunk in the middle of the night. Yes, the police, they don't bother you, but being drunk in the public in China, even though it is not a crime or misconduct, it is a kind of act that people disrespect, or that is frowned upon. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to really like mess up your reputation, you can drink, in the middle of the day in public. You can grab a beer. But if you are really very drunk, the people think like you are dangerous. They also call the police. I mean, the police, they will not detain you, but at least they can they can like send you to your home, or like restrain you until you are sober, right? I don't think that's a big. You can't make it as a persuasive argument to say that China is free if you can be drunk in public. But maybe for them it is a very good advantage, because many of the YouTubers that are pro-China talk about the freedom of China. They're alcoholics, so it means a lot for them. Another thing, what else? Oh, the voting. China is not as free as some of the YouTubers they paint, and China is also not a gulag as some people say, like you're trying to make. As far as the voting, I never voted. I voted once, but I don't know these names. They just let me write whatever they want me to write. Yeah, I never be voting. I'm 32. I never voted before. Seriously, never voted. But having seen what's going on in America recently, I don't think that means a lot to me. In America, a bunch of organized mob have stormed the Capitol Hill, stormed the Capitol. One woman died. So this is what you get. And America always say that they are the Pentagon of the democracy. But don't have the how to say it. Not having the right to vote doesn't mean a lot to me. I don't really care a lot about the politics. Also, some people say like China, is a below 60. They talk about China is a free country, but ironically, he's talk about this on YouTube, which is the foreign media, which is American media, and they can't talk about it in any Chinese media, even if he speaks Chinese. The censorship is everywhere. Censorship is the thing that I hate the most. Everything you do, like everywhere you go, you have cameras. Everything you say online, there will be some people watching it. Your comments, they will be not, your video, they will be not up there before somebody see it first, and let it go. All of the comments when you make in Chinese social media are gone. You have both manual censorship and AI to censor some of the comments they don't want people to see. So it's funny to see how Grillo say that China is a free country, but he can't target this on Chinese social media. When you see like the other dude, what's that? 火锅大王 Nathan Rich, yeah. How he is so adamant that China is a free country, but a lot of videos he has on Bilibili were either deleted or couldn't be shown. This is a kind of tight control. Like I'm an English teacher, at least a part-time English teacher. Without being able to watching YouTube or using Google, my English level wouldn't be as good as I am right now. That's the thing. Like you take it to the other fields, academic fields. A lot of people, they don't get the information. The ordinary people, they don't. The information just flow within China. Media, all the media, traditional media, of course, state owned. There are a lot of subjects we can't talk about, so it's not so free, virtually. What else? So my point of this video is that China is not as free as some of the pro-Chinese China YouTubers say. Now China is not as that tight or strict as some, like a gulag, as some YouTubers try to paint. You know, it's funny to see, like, you know, the Canadian below 60 to say like, oh, China is a free country. Well, I think some 2 or 3 his Canadian countrymen were detained in China at the same time. We don't know how they are doing right now, you know, but we know how everything is going with regard to Meng Wanzhou in Canada. So in this, you know, this could also show like China's judicial system is not as transparent or you know, as other countries. Oh, like speaking of cars, like I'm doing right now, you don't see any cars more than like 50 years. You know, you think you have a car, but you don't. Your car has to be mandatorily dismantled after like 15 years old. The taxi cars, they have to be dismantled after 80 years. Like the car I'm driving, you know, because it's a China policy. You know, for safety, they say, for air protection, for environment, you know, a car couldn't be used more than 50 years. After like 4-5 years, you have to do the inspection every year or every half a year. So compared with other countries, it's not that free. And you know, people say like you can move around in China everywhere. Yes, you can, but sometimes you can't enjoy the benefit of the local people. Like if I move to another city, like I can't like if I have a kids, my kids can't go to their schools, their public schools. It's not that free. They have also the hukou system. Well, it's freer than before. You know, in the 1970s, in the early 1980s, there is basically no migrants, but it's freer than before. But still, you know, not that free. What else? Yeah, let's talk about visa. Most Chinese, they don't have a visa. Even if I have a visa, I can't go to many countries. I can't go to America if I want to. I can go to Japan, part of South Korea, you know, if I want to. You know, as a matter of fact, I had never been on a plane before. You know, this is you know, it's not me. Like most Chinese, they never been on a plane. I think less than 10% of Chinese have been around. I will give you the figure on the screen when I did this video. So most Chinese have never been abroad. It's not that free. You know, only like very handful of very poor countries have this kind of free visa with China. So that's another thing. You know, it's easy. You know, it's, you know, some of the YouTubers, like they are like foreigners, they enjoy the benefits, all right, of being a foreigner, and they can say like, oh, Chinese, you are free. Well, like they enjoy the freedom of their home country, and you know, it's just funny. You know, if China was such a great country, such a free country, you would see people migrating to China in droves. But instead, you have people Chinese people going abroad in droves. Well, not now, but before the pandemic, you see a lot of Chinese people going abroad, but you don't see a lot of foreigners coming to China. But on the other hand, I have to give credit to the government. You know, the government has basically done a great job, you know, containing the COVID-19. You know, so much so that we can, right now, in most of part of China, can travel freely. Now, this is kind of the freedom that many Western countries can't enjoy. You know, you have good part of this kind of system, and you also have a bad part of this kind of system. Yeah, so that's what I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm out.